Hello, I'm Richard Vobes, the Bald Explorer, and I am finishing my walk that I started in Hamsey in the first part of this two-parter walk, and I've walked up to Barcombe, and that is Barcombe Church just up there. And now I'm going to continue with my walk, which is going to take me a little bit east, southeast, and then in a big sort of circle back down towards Hamsey, which is just north of Lewes in East Sussex. I may have said West Sussex in my previous video, and of course I really meant East Sussex, because that's where I am. I have Mount Caburn, or the South Down silhouette of Mount Caburn, immediately to my left and south of me, and I have come up this way in the first part of my walk, and when I started the temperature was about 4 degrees. It's probably now about 8 or 9 degrees, and the sun is actually trying to get out and about, so that's fantastic, so I can actually get on with my walk, take some pictures. Oh yes, I've got sunlight on my face. It's probably going to go up to about 10 degrees if we're very lucky, which will be fantastic. I'm going across this field here, and I haven't done this walk before, so who knows what's on it. Let's crack on. Let's go. So this is very annoying. Okay, on my map there is a clear footpath, and I started to walk it. You saw me start to walk it. There's a clear footpath. Just I'm a bit confused here, and this is very frustrating. Clear footpath, and immediately I was presented with this electric fence, little cattle fence, you know, to stop sheep or cattle or whatever getting out of a field. And there was no immediate route round. There was, if I took one way round that side of the field, I could get round it, or the other side of the field I could get round it. So okay, the farmer wants to prevent people walking over his crop or through a field of perhaps dangerous cattle, or doesn't want his sheep getting out, or whatever the reason is, it's fine. You can go round the field, and I don't mind that at all. However, got to the top of the field, footpath vanished, no sign of it anywhere. So I've come round the side of the field here looking for it, and I've actually ended up in a bit of dead end, but the footpath is definitely there on the map. So I'm going to go back up the hill now, and I'll have to go round the edge of the next field, which would hopefully get me onto a little road, and then on that road somewhere will be the continuation of where I'm going. And it just rained. It just rained a few minutes ago. It just rained, not hard, but enough to make me go, oh, I'm in the middle of nowhere, there's no footpath, and now it's bloody raining. Right, gotta go back up here. Right, I feel slightly vindicated because I found the road, and curiously I have found the footpath sign on the road. So this is the opposite side of where I should have come, and I've actually taken a circuitous route around this massive great big field here, and I've come back, found the road, walked up the road, found the crossing point. Now the interesting thing is, if I then was coming from this direction, I'd have exactly the same problem. The footpath sign points this way. There is a path around the edge of the field. It's not obvious that's what you're supposed to take. And then you've got this barrage of trees in front of you and no apparent way through. And of course, once you're on the other side of that trees, you're in opposite that field with the electric fence. This happens. This what happens. And that's very much why knowing where the routes are is so imperative. Right, now, according to the map, I carry on that way to another, into what is it called? Cooksbridge, I think is what I'm looking. Cooksbridge. So that's my next port of call. So that, according to the map, crosses the road and goes straight over. The signpost, however, takes me left, not straight over. This is all very strange. this is more like it. Yes, you see here the footpath has been clearly delineated by the farmer, and it's absolutely brilliant. There's a perfect guide across his crops. You know where you're going. It's superb. A brilliant example. It must be different land. Must be. Right, so another footpath sign coming up. So let's see where we go next. A sweet little bridge here to cross over another little brook or whatever, a drainage ditch perhaps, and then I'm going to take this route. Should be quite easy now, all the way to Cooksbridge farm, and then I'm on the main. I think it's the 275, it's the Lewis to Haywards Heath road, and I do a little bit of that, and then there's a footpath on the left, and I'm going to head back. So fingers crossed, we're on the journey back to the car. Haha! Just coming off the footpath here now. Just to have a look at this little bit of farm here. I don't want to go trespassing or anything, but this obviously was some sort of cattle farm, and now it's a little bit derelict, which is a sad thing to see. Just look in here, come out of there, through these little different rooms. We'll just have a quick look around. This is what happens, sadly, to farms when they're no longer being used. This is obviously where the cows came in. I don't know if the feeding area was up there. I'm not very familiar with farms. I'm talking very quietly because I know I shouldn't really be in here. It's just very fascinating. Anyway, I won't linger. This is the footpath, runs right across this as I head up towards Cooksbridge farm. I'm wondering if this is the old milking shed. It's all a bit rusty now. Or feeding. Looks like these are feeding things up here. Perhaps they got a good feed once they've been in there. So it's not safe to go in that way. Anyway, they are dangerous places, and of course you shouldn't really go wandering in. Curiosity, I'm afraid, got the better of me. Right, we'll leave this farm behind and we'll carry on our stroll to Cooksbridge farm. Well, this is a lovely little bridge, a flint and brick bridge, and it is actually Cooksbridge. It's I don't know what this is. It probably all feeds into the Ouse at some point, a tributary of the Ouse, a little stream there. That's the A275 that's going over it. So I've come out at Cooksbridge near the the Rainbow Inn, which actually still is marked on old maps, so that's not changed its name and has been an inn for a long time. And I've just come south a little bit on the A275, and then there's a tiny little footpath sign, and here I am at Cooksbridge, and it's very lovely. But I'm heading that way now, back towards Hamsey. Here it is. Oh, fantastic. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is a beautiful and well-maintained footbridge, I have to say. It's going over this stream. I was looking at Cooksbridge just back that way, and I don't know whose responsibility this is, whether it's down to the farmer to put this in, whose land owns it, or whether the council helped pay for it. This is East Sussex County Council. It's rights of way, it says on there, which is just what you want to see. It's been an enjoyable walk. I hope you've enjoyed it. The light is going now. It's getting a bit cooler. I'm filming right early in December, so I'm going to end there. We've had an interesting time. Hamsey is a little way that way, about a mile. I'll get back to my car and warm up. So thank you so much for watching. If you care to subscribe, like, follow, all those things, that would be amazing. And if you want to support what we do and help these videos continue, then don't forget to donate, and you can become a patron and help me carry on. But thanks very much for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Till then, goodbye.